Hey guys, try and show off show the build a little bit. Got some uh, breach stones to kind of show it. I'm not really sure kind of like what I need to explain. I don't really do these. I'm not really a streamer or even a popular streamer. First thing I'll say though, at least the build's still not really done because I really want to use a steel ring to get a little bit more damage onto the sword. I still feel like it lacks a lot of damage. I mean, I've been able to do everything other than I can't do Chimera. I mean, I've gotten close, but it just doesn't work. I haven't tried Enfeeble with it, so it could work if I tried Enfeeble. And so I added that in. I'm leveling it up now, but I actually would rather run with Vulnerability when I can because that helps make up for some of the damage I'm losing. Sorry, man, I can't sell right now. I gotta put my D&D on. I'm trying out Wither. I have mixed feelings about it. I think for like bosses, it's probably good, but I think if I'm doing like just mobs, I think I should use War Chief or something. Works great. It helps with the clear speed some. Not much else like really to it other than I leech a lot. I leech really fast. It's practically like having Valpack on. So I'm leeching all the time. Of course, being the Slayer passive. I'm using can't even think right now. Sorry guys. Shit. Alright, well forget it right now. Sorry guys, this is embarrassing. Like I said, I don't normally do these type of things, but I just thought it would be a lot easier to like explain it this way for me. So anyways, I get a lot of damage through leeching, as you would guess. I mean Slayer, and I can leech, of course, when I'm full on life, so I'm always leeching. I get about 100% increased damage, which acts like a more multiplier. So you make up for a lot of damage that way. Theoretically, it says I'm doing like 500,000, but honestly, it doesn't feel like it. I mean, there's times where I'm like, stuff drops, but then there's times where, man, I just, like, stuff doesn't drop. So, again, I'm not like the best person at this game. I don't know everything. I do know a little bit, and this build will get you. I mean, I've done some insane maps with this build because again, the leech is really good. As long as you can leech, you're good. Even with the no regen maps, those work better. When you get the maps where it's like 40% less regen and whatnot, those hurt you way more than the no regen maps. So that's interesting to know. But see, like right here, kind of showing it with the Wither Totem, I don't like it. It just doesn't stay up right now. And if I was using the actual like totem, I was trying to see if those leak stones are active. But if I actually use the other totem, again, it helps. It puts poison down. So it actually, with the Viper Strike Threshold gem, since it's giving more poison stacks, I'm getting more attack damage. It does that up, believe it or not. I'll use the I don't know which one it is. It's the one that gives the more attack speed because the fast strike can attack, more poison stacks I can put on things, which means more damage over time, and also more attack damage, which increases the poison damage over time as well. Unholy Might is easy to keep up. It's kind of a joke. Nothing, crazy there. As you see, like I'm just kind of like standing here being ridiculous. As long as I have my anti-freeze up and stuff, I'm pretty good. Life could be a bit better, but like I haven't really been playing this build too much because I actually have been messing with a lightning tendril build I've been theory crafting, and I've actually really like it. It's really good. If you're interested in that, I could maybe post it or something. And don't worry, guys, I'll pick up the loot later. I'm not gonna do it all right now. I feel like if I need to show a different type of map or something, let me know. Be more than happy to show it off in another way. But like I said, I use Abyssal Cry though clearing mobs because it does help. But then when I go to single target, I could I'll put the other one on to make sure I have some not friendly charges, some endurance charges. So as you see, the damage really isn't. I don't know what he's doing, he's just standing there. But I mean, as you see, the damage really isn't that much. I didn't actually even hit my my flask. I should hit my flask. I'm a noob. The Wither Totem helps tremendously on that, on the Viper Strike, but I still believe that if you're clearing mobs and you're not fighting like a boss, like a Breach Lord, Uber Zari, or shoot, even doing Uber Lab, I don't even, Wither Totem is not really necessary. I mean, you could put it on, I guess, but I really feel like Ancestral Warchief and all that is just overall better, because again, your Slayer passives apply to the totems, so you don't need to use the AoE totem. I'm sorry if I'm not getting the name right. I don't know which one it is off the top of my head, but whichever one gives you the increased attack speed, but it doesn't give you the AoE or the more damage multiplier. I don't like that one because I want to attack as fast as I can attack, get more damage, more poisons on things. So the more poison I have, essentially the more damage I do. Give or take with the flask on Holy Might, pretty much fully buffed up. I'm at least about, I'd say about over 500,000. Again, it's not much. It's not that impressive. It's not, Mathil build, but I think the build could be better if maybe someone a bit more knowledgeable came in and was like, hey, you should do this. For example, I realized with the jewels, the increased physical damage with swords, it actually would be better to put or find a jewel with melee damage versus that. Because the melee damage applies both to the chaos and to the physical damage of my sword, versus the physical damage, yes, it applies to the sword, but again, the sword doesn't have a lot to begin with. And then the chaos damage is based off that, versus the melee damage applies to the sword, and of course, still applies to the chaos damage, but also the increased melee damage applies to the added chaos damage gem and whatnot too. So I'm probably not even explaining it right, but that essentially that is how it works. I get more damage though overall with the jewels than I would, putting a few points here, like the 25% increased damage with two-handed melee weapons. I actually don't get as much damage from this passive compared to using a jewel like this. I get way more damage with that. I think my increased life is just over 200%, so it's pretty tanky. Essentially, the more life you have, the more you can leech at a time, and with the amount of leech that we have per second, it's really good. I don't need Warlord's Mark. At first I did, because I didn't go into Vitality Void, I didn't go into Life and Mana Leech. I found out later, I was like, if I had a Curse Immune map, I was pretty much SOL because I wasn't going to be able to leech. So I went into these. This is, I would say, pretty much mandatory. And again, I said 100%. It's actually, that's only 20% increased damage while leeching, and then this gives 36. So yeah, we're only about 60%, give or take, because I get another one here, I think, don't I? No? Okay. So just shy of 60% increased damage while leeching. And again, we're always leeching, so even when we're full life, we're always leeching. So yeah, that's most of it. I'm not sure what else to kind of say. So yeah, if there's any questions, I'll be more than happy to post it. But that's pretty much the build for now. I'm not sure. The problem is the single target for, like, if I do Chimera for a poison immune boss, I lose a lot of damage because I don't get Unholy Might. I don't get the increased attack damage even if I didn't get Unholy Might, I don't get the increased attack damage per poison and whatnot. So I just lose a lot of damage. And then, of course, with Unholy Might, you gain extra physical damage as chaos. And I'm pretty much stuck here with this lousy damage without Unholy Might. And it's pretty much mandatory to have Unholy Might, I feel like. Hydra, actually, Hydra I could do. It just took a while. It's just Chimera, the main problem is the ads, and I think it's also because I suck. Minotaur, I could get them. So if I have to share those, that's fine. Minotaur, wasn't bad. Phoenix was a joke. It's really just Chimera. Chimera's just, I don't know. I suck at Chimera. So, anyways, if there's any other questions, this just kind of shows it. The last thing I'll say before, hanging this up is the Retch. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's mandatory. I've kind of been back and forth with it because 200% of life leech applies as chaos damage. I think I'm leeching like 2,800 life a second. I think that's my cap. I don't even think it's 3,000, but so 200% of that. Just say for the sake of it, I'll bring it up to 3,000, which it's not 3,000. So I'm doing 6,000 damage to single target only. Doesn't work in an AOE. Single target as chaos. The problem is I don't know with the sword when you get the 1% increased chaos damage per level. I don't think that's global. If it's global, then okay, I'm doing more than 6,000. I don't know. I don't even think the increased chaos damage nodes are providing as much, or if anything, to that. So if anyone wants to chime in on that, that'd be good. If you could leave the comments on the forum so people can kind of go by that. I mean, you can leave comments on YouTube and whatnot. And again, sorry if I really suck at this. I don't really stream. I'm not a popular streamer. But I think the build overall, I did have a lot of fun with this build. Like I said, I'm kind of into doing lightning tendrils. It's actually really fun. So if anyone's interested, I could post that up. It's pretty fun. So anyways, guys, take care. Thanks for showing interest.